Hey everybody, Bridget back, and you're watching my April TBR. Before we get into the actual TBR, I just want to go over what I'm currently reading because it is a lot, and I don't know why I took on so many books at one time, but I'm enjoying them nonetheless, and I cannot wait to continue all of them. The first I want to go over is the manga I'm currently reading, and that is Dawn of the Arcana. This is volume 1 by Reitoma. I'm doing a buddy reads for this manga with Sylvia from Wish Fulfillment. I will leave a link to her channel down below if you want to check her out. She's an awesome booktuber, and we both love manga, so we are reading this together. And I'm sorry, Sylvia, that it's taking me so long, because we actually decided to read this a few days ago, and I have yet to pick it up, and I'm pretty sure she's already done with, like, maybe even the first 2 volumes. Now that my book club is done with the 7 Realms series, the next book we decided to read is Airborne by Kenneth Opel. This is the first in a trilogy. This is about a boy named Matt Cruz who lives on a luxury airship, and he's one of the crew members. His life goal is to fly this airship himself, and so he's slowly getting there by being promoted. One night the airship runs into a dying balloonist. As he's dying, speaks of these mysterious, beautiful flying creatures in the night, and kind of goes on from there. I am really enjoying this. I'm just not liking they have a lot of things where they explain how the airship works, and I'm no mechanic, and I'm not really into the mechanisms of an airship or of any kind of mechanical flying device. I'm not that interested in it, so those parts kind of bore me, but other than that, highly enjoying this, and it just hit a very climactic part in the book, so I cannot wait to see what happens next. So yes, I'm excited to see where the story goes. I am also reading The Princess Bride by William Goldman, and I am about more than halfway really. I'm also listening to the audiobook for this, and it's a super fast read. It definitely reads so much like the movie. Very, very funny. I do have some issues with the book version, and that is that the narrator in the story goes off into tangents that are unrelated to the actual plot, and that kind of annoys me, so I tend to skip those parts. But other than that, the actual fantasy story about Buttercup and Wesley is exactly how I pictured it when I initially got this book, and the movie is one of my all-time favorite classic movies, so I am loving reading this, and I cannot wait to continue. The last physical book that I'm in the middle of reading is The Thousand Names by Django Wexler. This is book 1 in the Shadow Campaigns series, and this is just the dust jacket. I have the book right here. I've barely gotten into maybe 3 chapters in, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Cannot wait to continue. Then on my phone, I am currently, like I said, also listening to The Princess Bride, as well as The Dragons of Dorcastle by Jack Campbell, which is book 1 of the Pillars of Reality series. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's got mages and apparently dragons. I'm not that far into it. I'm in the middle of chapter 3, as you can see, but I am highly enjoying it and cannot wait. I tried to actually buy the physical copy after started listening to this, and you can't. It's only on audiobook, so I'm really enjoying listening to it though, and perhaps they will have a physical copy in the future. Those are all the books that I'm currently reading. Now to go over what I plan on reading after that, hopefully. So the first thing I want to get into is The Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson. This is the continuation series following the Mistborn trilogy. It is set in the future, about completely different cast of characters, and I'm excited to get to it. I must read this soon, like really soon. The next book was one I was planning on getting to in March, but didn't get around to reading it, and that is Dragon Sword and Windchild by Noriko Ogiwara. This is book 1 in the Tales of Magatama, and I do want to get to reading this. I actually did start it a little bit. I think I got 2 chapters in and then put it down for Vampire Academy and didn't end up picking this back up, but I was enjoying what I was reading so far, so I will continue reading this month. The storyline of this next one sounded so close to one of my favorite anime and manga that I had to put this on my TBR just to see if it was my mind just trying to correlate them together or not. And if you watched my haul, I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. So I want to start Awarded Man by Peter V. Brett. This is the first book in whatever this series is called, I'm not too sure, but it is about these 3 characters that venture outside of these magical wards after an attack from these demons to go and fight them, and it sounds so much like Attack on Titan that I need to read it and see if it's anything like it. I kind of already started reading this one, but put it down to read The Thousand Names, and that is The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. This is the first book in a new YA fantasy. I was really enjoying what I read. I read about 2 or 3 chapters, and it was just getting to some kind of conflict part when I stopped reading it, but I will be picking it up this month definitely because I was really enjoying what I read, and it's not too long, so I could get this done pretty quickly. I have one other manga that I have planned on my TBR for this month. It is not the only manga I'm going to be reading because the Booktube Manga Club has not officially chosen their manga yet, although when I'm done recording this I'm going to go check to see what the poll results are and put those up later. So this other one that I want to read is Seraph of the End by story by Takaya Kagami and art by Yamato Yamamoto. I can never say that. Tongue twister. I am super excited to read this. You have no idea. So I just found out not too long ago, not just a few weeks ago, that this was being turned into an anime for the spring season, which starts in April sometime, I'm pretty sure. The studio that is doing this anime is Wit Studio, who's the studio that brought us Attack on Titan, which is freaking amazing anime, and if you haven't seen it, go watch it. So I need to check it out. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. This is one of my highly anticipated spring releases. This one, and also Arslan Senki, or The Heroic Legend of Arslan in English, and this is being turned into an anime that releases in spring as well, and I cannot wait. Been interested in doing a video about my anime viewing and the shows that I watch and shows that I'm anticipating watching. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in watching, and perhaps I will do one, but for now I just want to say I'm excited for these animes to come out. Yeah. That is all for my April TBR. Hopefully I will get to all of these books and maybe even read even more. Who knows? What are you guys reading this month? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!